Welcome to Mirror Lake, a big campus draw for students and visitors alike that was almost wiped out by campus development in the late 1890s. The Mirror Lake area started as a series of bogs that lay at the southern end of the Neal Farm and included a natural spring inside a stone grotto. In hot weather, visitors would come from miles with metal cisterns to carry the cool water home. As the campus developed, particularly with the introduction of a sewer system installed by the city of Columbus, the natural spring eventually dried up. The stone grotto has remained, though. In the early 1890s, the university considered plans to pave over Mirror Lake with a new road that would link Neal Avenue to the east part of campus. At that time, however, Emerson Macmillan, a New York financier, agreed to pay $10,000 for the construction of an observatory near the lake. And he said he would pay $5,000 more if the nearby area, which included Mirror Lake, would be beautified. In 1895, Macmillan Observatory opened, and while it was eventually raised in 1976, the Mirror Lake area has been the focus of a number of physical improvements and student activities over the years. At one point, the Mirror Lake area featured small islands and bridges between them. A large windstorm in 1918 caused a great deal of tree damage, however, so the area was reconfigured as part of that restoration effort. At that time, one of the biggest events on campus occurred next to Mirror Lake. May Fête was an annual event in which female students would participate in a pageant devoted to spring. Female members of each class would compete in performing dances as well. All female students were encouraged to participate and were often given a day or afternoon off from classes to practice. Spectators would sit on a grass hill to watch May Fête activities, and later the hill was turned into a more formal outdoor setting as part of a Depression-era Works Progress Administration project to update the area. The hill was then called Browning Amphitheater after the first student theatrical group, the Browning Dramatic Society. In the 1980s, Ohio Staters, which is a student service organization, raised money to update and restore Browning Amphitheater, and a more recent update was part of the university's restoration project of the area from 2015 to 2018. From the early 1900s until the mid-century, first-year students endured various hazing rituals by the sophomore and junior classes. Every May, first-year men faced off against sophomores in a tug-of-war competition across Mirror Lake in the hopes of exacting their revenge against the upperclassmen. Like May Fête, the tug-of-war between these two classes was seen as a major event and drew visitors from campus and beyond. The lake's water supply has come from several sources over the years, including a well, the Olentangy River, and finally in the 1970s, from the City of Columbus water system. The classes of 1927, 1929, and 1930 collectively raised money to build a fountain at one end of the lake. During the Depression, the lake's 90,000 cubic feet of water were drained, so Works Progress Administration workers could line the bottom with brick, simplifying the university's regular cleanup efforts. The lake was then drained every 2 years to be cleaned, and workers would find all kinds of objects, including grocery carts, bicycles, and stuffed chairs. In 2015, the university began a 3-year restoration project to return the lake area to its natural state, making maintenance efforts more sustainable and affordable. Mirror Lake reopened in 2018.